We are back on another case with Roast My Website. And I am Jormel Reese. And who do I have with me today?
Y'all, you're funny. Hey, y'all. Hey, this is my chestnut. Y'all see, I'm coach.
Oh,
Who we
yeah.
who is our person today?
Oh, man. Today, we are back on the crime scene. And the crime scene is to be able to actually really to help people with their website. But before we help them with their websites, we're going to show them exactly what it is that they need to be doing. So we just pick random people to be able to pick your website apart, see what it is that you got going on, and then hopefully by the end of this, if once you be able to see this thing, you'll understand what it is that you need, and you reach out, and we can help you. So
Absolutely.
this is going to be beneficial towards a lot of people who have businesses and they need help because I know it's a lot of people that actually need help, and sometimes what I'm saying, they think that people just be trying to get stuff from them or whatever it is, but we are actually here to show you how to be able to get this done. So my Jesno, what do you want to do today?
So today, if you guys were tuning in a day before yesterday, then you guys know what we've been to be on.
Oh yeah.
We are going to walk through someone's website and dissect it, I guess, like we're back in school. And then tell how we can then help them. So
Most
that,
definitely.
just trying to help everybody. Because for real, like for real, people don't know and they can get better results. You pay for something, you want it to come back. You want to be able to actually utilize what you're paying for. And that is something that we are big on because you won't use your stuff. It's your business. It is your
Yeah.
business. You should be able to utilize it the way that you need to utilize it and let it work for
Yeah,
you.
for sure. For sure, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's really key to one thing to be able to actually just be able to go through a website and talk about something or try to be able to say something about it. You know what I'm saying? Most people would just say something about somebody's website and not help them. Let's actually get into a place where we could be able to help you. So this is roast my website. So we getting ready to roast a website and we getting ready to, you know, build it up. You gotta always tear it down to build it back up. Ain't that right? Ain't that what they say? You gotta even when you go to the gym, you gotta tear the body down to be able to build it back up. So let's get into it today. Today we got a moving company.
Mhm.
And we got a moving company. Um we've been seeing this company, working with this company as well. So we're going to pull this website up. You want to pull it up?
Uh, I think I get it. Yes.
Yep, let's pull it up.
All right. So, dun, 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 dun,
Oh, dude,
dun,
you need some
boom.
music?
Go
You need
ahead.
some music? You need some
Go,
music?
go do it. There you go. Let me know when you do it. And then well, I can't hear what you're doing. Oh, it don't hit the same, but okay.
Oh
When you're
yeah.
done.
Oh yeah, it hit. Let's get it. We are ready.
All right. So today we have moving forward expert. So we gonna go through this, and y'all, we gonna just go through it. All right. So can y'all see this? You can you see it?
Absolutely, absolutely, we can see it.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna start at the top, of course. And this one is not as in depth, but we're gonna go through it. So okay, starting at the top, everything, it look cool, right? It got a logo, it got a phone number, home pages, right? All that good stuff.
Hmm.
But let's get into it. Okay. So this is cool. They're telling you, okay, first of all, when you come here, it's just get you moving. So where's the attention getting header? And then we're gonna go through here and let's see what they got, right? So they tell you they move residential, commercial, corporate, long distance, antiques. They load and unload, and furniture assembly. And you let you know that large equipment stuff is transportable, which is good. But
Mhm.
let's click on some of this stuff. Where is it going? Can y'all see that, or do I got to keep
We
like
can see it.
moving
We can see
crazy?
it. We can see it.
Perfect. So you can see us at services.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. And then we go through here and it says the same thing, right? All the same stuff, which is cool. Let's click on top. All right. So they have a page, they have quote, but if you go through and click on it, if I'm not mistaken, it goes to their email and not in their system. So this
Right.
particular client will then have to go in their email, take it, and then place it somewhere and do some more stuff. And after a while, if you don't have that information in one place, you lose it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
So then they have what are people saying about us? Now, why is this a damper? Do you know why this is a damper?
No,
I'm
why is
asking
it a
you
damper? Tell me why it's a damper.
because if I'm looking for something and it's like, I want their services, wouldn't you want to know their reviews?
Mhm.
Like, I didn't even see where I can get reviews from, right? I
Right.
had to go look, or this button, instead of it being right on the page.
Is
So,
that so?
all
So
these,
let me ask you this, and I'm asking this in curiosity because these are things that people want to know and need to be able to know, right? Why is it
Mhm.
important for you to be able to have your reviews on your front page?
Because if you have your reviews on the front page, that's a better chance of you getting a lead. I am a visual person. If I have to go look for stuff, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna get off your page and I'm gonna go look for somebody else who got what I'm looking for. We as humans, and I say it myself, I ain't got time, especially if I'm moving. I don't have time. I need it. I need to move now. I need this to go. If you're not on the first 2 pages of Google, I'm really not looking. So your reviews really do matter. And in this particular case, he has a lot of reviews
Absolutely.
that are on somewhere else where they should be on the front page. So some of that stuff can be eliminated. As you can see, this is fine if it was broken down a little different, and we'll show you how. So we're going to continue to go through, and yeah, that's all I give you. So it
Yeah.
doesn't have any engaging photos to see anything or what they do or who they are.
And
I would
see,
have to continue to go through here and do that stuff.
to your point, you know what I'm saying? Like, as humans, we are followers, right? We are followers in the sense of if we see somebody else liking your work, we're going to mess with it. Come to
Mhm.
case in point, where it's like, that's why on Facebook you got followers, or Instagram you got followers, on this where you got followers. It's because people are liking your work and they want to be able to follow you. So if they see other people liking your work, then they're going to follow you, which he has so many people loving his work. You know what I'm saying? Loving his work, and make sure that if you do want his work, you actually do go here and go and click on it and get his work, because he has a great service. So go ahead,
Yes.
Disney, get back into what it is that you're doing.
Okay, so I'm just scrolling through, but this is pretty much it. Nothing really engaging. And then we come down here and we want to click. So this says licensed and insured. That's fine, but we click it,
And it doesn't go anywhere.
it goes somewhere, but it goes to feedback. Well, if you're
Mm,
licensed and insured, that's okay to have, but it doesn't need a button. And then it was just like we so just so y'all know, we dissected this page already, so we knew
mhm.
what we were getting into. It's just certain things that didn't really match, and we decided to break it down.
Yeah.
So
And
I'm gonna come over here. Go ahead to my
and so
handy dandy.
One of the things that I thought that was definitely, of course, as always, when we talk about building out these sites, one thing that's definitely always important is being able to have a chat widget, right? So for a
Yep.
company like this is definitely important because what you want to be able to do is have people to be able to auto response back to, if you're a moving company, he's a moving company. So he needs to be able to respond back to these people right then and there because people are ready to move at the drop of a dime. Somebody might get kicked out of their home today and may need to be able to move. Somebody might need to be able to do this at the drop of a dime. And if you're moving somewhere else, the most key thing that you could be able to have on your website is an AI chatbot. And so he definitely can be able to get more leads by having an AI chatbot.
As well as a we talk about the chat but also I wasn't trying to show that at the moment. Um the telephone number.
Yeah.
So with the chat widget, it definitely will then respond and it has the FAQs and all that good stuff that will give people information right away.
Hmm.
This particular client also states that they have like stuff to help you pack. That's not on there. That's important. If you have boxes, if you have the dollies, if you have all the stuff, that's good to know. And for a business, that's even better because you can upsell with your service.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what upsell is, you can include the service in the moving. That's another fee. Also, the phone number. When you have a phone number that's connected within the system, say like if you're on a move for somewhere else and you're missing a call. Well, if you missed a call, it automatically sends something to you, the customer, that they're busy. If you like to make set an appointment, XYZ, you can do this, you can do that. But it also sends a message to the client letting them know that they had a missed call, but you can see that the bot then took care of the work. So
Yeah.
both of those are very, very good points. And if I'm not mistaken, his SEOs weren't up to par because he was not on the first
Yeah.
few pages.
Yep. Yep. So that's
All
another
right.
thing.
So are y'all ready to break this thing on down?
Let's do it. Let's
On
do it.
down?
So
Down?
what we do is we don't only just talk about, we don't just critique the website because all we're doing is giving a critique. It's not that you need to, it's just a critique of what we do. What we also do is we come in here and we actually build out something for you so we can show you how a website actually should look. So let's get off into it. Let's show people how we could be able to change this business around.
All right. So it's going to look a little similar because we have to get back with this particular client to see how they want this done, right?
Hmm.
So what I've done with what I could, I'm gonna just start because if I ain't mistaken, we might have it colors or similar. And we broke it down and we will start, as you can see, now it's starting to build a story. That's pretty much what funnels are, websites are, one pagers are. In this case, it starts eye catching. This will change. All these websites will look different. So let me brighten this up or darken this part. So what we're doing is we're now going, okay, into stuff where now he has information, right? Not just like, okay, it was this, and that. He now has some stuff that you can check out. I like this. Stress free. Moving can be stressful.
Yeah.
And as you go along, you can take stuff out, you can put stuff in. And with this one, explore our comprehensive moving and packaging solutions. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put a button right here. Why? Because it's saying check it out, which means this will then lead to some services of pricing and how they can now help with. I don't want this big one. I'm gonna take that off. It will now go into like, okay, the sizes of what you guys saw on the first part. It will then go into what it is that they do. Why am my button not going to work? What's going on here?
You good?
this thing with totally like embedding coding or something. I don't know. I'm about to delete it. Not sure what that is. Let's take that off. Okay. There we go. We're gonna leave that right there. I don't know what happened to my button. You see buttons? Okay, there go. But wait,
Yeah, I see.
let me see. But that was a little strange. Why my button do that? Okay. All right, let's just pick a button. See? I just didn't want it to stretch all the way across. Okay, there we go. So there go a button. Not the button I want, but it'll work with what I gotta do. Okay, so here's a button. That button will then lead to what his plans will then be. And as you can see, there's the services. I don't know what the polar bear there for, but now it breaks down versus it just saying this, this, and this. Now you got a little information about each one. So then
Hmm.
you can choose and click on it, and then it will go to the services of what it is. Here we go. He had a very lot of reviews. So we're going to
Right.
Google reviews over, and however many Google will allow him to show at this point, we could probably make another box and give however many you want, and it'll show up there, or it can be a carousel and they will circulate through. As
Hmm.
you can see, FAQs are here as well, and then his footer the same way. And then that's how we do that. But I'll go a little bit deeper today and actually make a page. Now, y'all, this can be done a few different ways, right? So I'm gonna go back. But what we gonna do first? Because it's something that we didn't see. If y'all were in class yesterday, hold on, hold. Let me see. Let me see who can figure out what's missing.
Okay. What's missing? Okay, so if you want me to put my hand up, I could be able to tell you exactly what's missing here.
What is missing, Miss Reese? What's missing?
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Terms and conditions and policies.
Absolutely. You get an A plus today. Good job. Good job. You get an A plus.
Hey,
You're
hold on. Yay.
you get some clap.
Hey. Yeah, I got some claps. I got some claps. Let me give him, make it clap. Make it clap. Hold on. Let me give him some audience crowd.
Quizzes.
All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Go ahead. Let's get to the business.
All right. Let me make these terms and conditions pages
No.
and in its policies. Well, I'm gonna put y'all on some game.
And as we always do, let's explain why terms and conditions are important. So, terms and
Yep, go ahead.
conditions.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I know you over there working. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break it down to you why terms and conditions are important. Terms and conditions are important because if you're a business functioning inside of doing any kind of service or working with the public, um, if something happens to that customer or something happens in the event that, in this case, if he's moving something, or if you're a person who sells food, or if you're a person who does any kind of transportation service, if something happens in the midst of you transporting something, you want to be able to have your terms and conditions in on side of your website so they can't sue you or come back and say you didn't mention that. So a lot of people don't have their terms and conditions on their website. So what happens is let's just say something actually happens. If you're selling food or you're doing that or doing a delivery service or whatever, and something happens, you don't have any terms and conditions. You can't defend yourself. You are now in a liable position where the actual customer can be able to say whatever it is they want to be able to say about what happened because you don't have terms and conditions on your page. But if you have terms and conditions on your page, they can never say that it wasn't there. Now you throw all the responsibility back on the customer to be able to read something before they get a service. So as a consumer, it's very important for you as well to be able to read somebody's terms and conditions, because I know we've all done it before. Something happens somewhere and you're like, I want my money back. And then they be like, oh, we don't give money back after
Yep.
it's in our terms and our conditions. And you like, where is that at? Where is that at? Oh, you didn't read the policies? Oh, you didn't read the terms and conditions? And
Yep.
that's what they do to you. And that's why it's important to be able to have your terms and conditions, because now you can be able to say, hey, you didn't read it. And now the customer is now responsible for taking care of their service. So I hope I didn't go too crazy with that or whatever, and kind of broke it down where people could be able to understand it.
That is absolutely correct. Good job. A plus.
Thank you.
Um, so I'm going to go back because that was one of the things I always make sure I make. Let me see what screen am I showing. Perfect. So I made 2 pages that says terms and conditions and privacy policies. And I guess one day I will show you guys how to get them. If you don't have them, it's real easy. But so I want to make a service page where yeah, spell it right. SERVIP. Where he will then now, this business will now have services when they click a button from whichever service they go to, they'll have pricing on their page. So we're gonna create one and we're gonna do this a little smoother. Okay. Okay, first you gotta build it out. So y'all really getting to see everything. Everything. I don't think I need to build it out. Let me see. I don't think. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to save myself some time. So we're gonna go over here to these perfect. Let me save it because it's telling me I need to do something. And okay. We're gonna come over here where it says pre-built selection, right? And as y'all can see, these are already made for us. All we have to do is customize it to what we want it to do. So I want I want them to choose their stuff. Oh, what's no? Okay. I want them to choose. Yeah, I want them to choose. I don't want a product. I want them to choose. So we're gonna choose these 3 right here. Slide that over. There we go. That's why I didn't want to build none on that side. And we're gonna get up out of here. So we're gonna change this to services. And then they can choose their service. We're gonna leave it to plan. But then we would just go down the process of what it is he got. So residential, we're gonna break these down. And they could be quotes or they can be prices, because I know it'll change depending on the mileage, whatever the case may be, they'll be able to do all that, right? So this one can be residential. And what else do they usually have? Residential, commercial. That'd be really
Commercial. Yeah, residential and commercials. You know what I'm saying? Colleges,
and this,
all those different type of stuff. But
um
also,
yeah.
even too, as a business, you know, equipment.
Okay, there we go. Um there yep, we can use the equipment.
Yeah, a lot of you guys are a lot of you guys are missing out on a service that you could be offering as well, and that's renting out equipment. If I was somebody that was doing lawn care or moving services or whatever, I would that first of all, you want to get your business insured. You want to make sure everything is insured and everything like that. And then I would have people sign agreements to be able to actually rent my equipment out. When you're not making any
And how
money,
do we do that?
easy. You know, Even in the back here of the system, we can be able to create a calendar, right? And that calendar can actually be only for rentals. So let's just say if you're a business like this, such as like a moving company, or like I said, if you have a lawn care service or anything like that, you can come back here into calendars where it says equipment, and you can create a calendar that when your equipment is available. So if you know that you got to move on, you got a couple of dates that you got to move some stuff on Monday, Wednesday, but on Tuesday you don't have anything going on. Guess what? Equipment is able to be loaned out long as it's back by the time that you need to be able to get to your next move, and that's how you
Or
work it.
what is that called? A dolly?
Yep, Dolly. Yep.
And you can say you got 10 of them. And if
Mm-hmm.
you get some out of service, they'll say that.
Yep.
And then bam.
And as they're taken,
Now,
yep. Go
yep.
ahead.
No, go ahead. Because I'm gonna
I was
keep
gonna,
creating some stuff back here.
yeah,
This is
and
when I
as
got to
they're
work on. So
taken,
go ahead.
that quality number will go down, and it'll automatically go down, and you won't have to manually go and put that stuff out there. So once it goes down, you'll be able to see, oh, we only got 9 left. We got this left. And in the back of the system will actually automate itself that you don't have to be able to come back here. And this is what we really are preaching to people, or trying to let people know, hey, listen, let's put these businesses on automation where you don't have to be so much inside of doing all this work. And then also making your employees' life a little bit easier, because now your employees can just be out getting leads or making calls, and then they don't have to worry about following up with people and doing all this stuff, because guess what? We got a follow up system in here. It'll follow up with them. It'll send out an email to them. It'll send out a text message to them. It'll let them know that, hey, we can't do this right now, or we got available spots, and it doesn't have to actually be always that human interaction. Now, don't get it twisted. We know that people don't want to be removed from their business, but all the things that you don't like to do, you can now be able to automate those things, and you don't have to worry about them anymore.
Yes. I don't know where this bed and breakfast stuff coming from, but this must be the template.
Yeah, just an example.
All right. So yeah, like you mentioned. So I'm gonna make a one actually for equipment. Oh, this is the equipment calendar for
Hmm.
equipment. Okay. So I had to go more into it, but I like this too. So service menu, you can put the sizings of like the rooms. I like using Michael Brinken, for example, because he had a cool tool that that allowed we need to use Michael.
Yeah.
That allowed I'm gonna show his that allowed you to be able to scan the room to see like the how what kind of floor it was going to be, like if you went from carpet to wood. So you get an idea what it may have looked like. So I think that was a cool feature. But we're gonna finish with these guys, and you mentioned a calendar.
Hmm.
So this is gonna be our equipment. Perfect.
You gonna pull it up?
Oh, you can't see? Y'all can't see
Nope.
this?
Nope. Put it on the screen.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
My bad. Okay, so click. And then what we got? What I put? We got furniture, furniture, wrap. I still spelled it wrong. And
Oh
furniture
yeah.
wrap. When I think about that, I think about the one when you go in the elevators to make sure you don't scratch up the stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the bubble wrap, but we had to see exactly what the client got. And I just put box truck. I know that he has certain sizes, so I don't remember. And then what else I had? It was three.
You
Furniture,
said, and Dolly.
the dolly. Can't forget the dolly. You got to move your stuff. All right, cool. And then you're gonna put that person right there. And then we're gonna call this equipment.
Equipment.
There we go. Equipment. Y'all see what I'm trying to do. The heck.
So,
Then that was my bad.
oh
Okay.
yeah. Then you
Mic
put the
moving.
minutes, the hours, or however long they could be able to keep it.
Right. So we know it get 12 hours. Well, we're gonna put 12 because sometimes it do take time when you're packing, right? So you can keep
Mm-hmm.
it like overnight. And then you can break down your times of what your hours of operations is. So this one straight out just said Monday through Friday, which they might be open on the weekends too, but we're gonna leave it like that. Then we're gonna open it, see what else it gave us. There we go, big time. So you can customize this. And we can put the logo. Oh, not my stuff. I don't have the logo in this one because it's in the system. So you can put your logos and stuff here and really like customize it out. Um, Groups if it was broken down. So this will change to just moving
Mm-hmm.
equipment so it can be on the same side. And then this one, as you can see, it has brackets, right? It's this thing that we use called custom values that it will already be set to whatever name you put in there for like this title. It will still probably be equipment, it will still probably be moving, but it'll be an automation that goes there. And one day we should train on custom values. On certain
Oh
parts
yeah.
of the system, I think we should not just breaking down someone's website. Well, we can do both. And then custom right now, it says meeting location. If they have a physical location to come pick up the equipment, then that'll go here. If they don't, then they'll probably have to bring it or do like a meeting spot.
Mm-hmm.
This part is important right here because now we can choose what color that will be for this calendar. And we said they have multiple things. So they have to move, like actually do the work of moving. So there'll be a different calendar. This is just to take out the equipment. So we'll leave it blue. Make sure you always save. And then it will go on to the next tab. So right away it came up, our availability.
Mm-hmm.
So say like if they take a break at like noon or something, you can change this to 11:30 type of stuff. So you know you're getting out on time, right? Where am I thinking? This music is super short. There we go. So we can leave it to that. But you can add and then come back at 1 because this go for an hour. You might have to finish up, move your stuff, do whatever you gotta do, clean up type of thing. Come back at 1 and then you can end at 5 if that's what you're doing. So then it'll block off. It won't give them that 12 p.m. to 1 option, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. So I think you know what I'm saying, and here's the thing that I think that needs to be um stressed about this stuff before we even having to go all the way here, right? Because I'd rather just go back to the page and we'll show you this stuff or whatever. But what we want to make sure that we show you and tell you about this stuff is that this is all in one system. This isn't us jumping around to 2 3 different things that's going on. We're talking about this is an all in one system. And so what does it have inside of it? We have our billing inside of here. We have calendars. We have our contacts here. We have payment links here. We have AI agents. We have marketing here, which is send out our social media. We got automation. We got websites. We got memberships, which you can create courses, classes. You could bring in all of your information through here. This is unlimited, and even to the people who went through a scare at one point in time when it was TikTok was getting ready to be banned off and everybody was scared about that. You can create your own communities back here, and you could be able to get your own app on the Apple Store and on the Google Store. Look at this. You can hook up your Facebook. You can hook up your Instagram. You can hook up your TikTok. You can hook up your YouTube. You can hook up everything back here, and it's all in one system. So I think that's the main things that we always want to be able to stress to people is that no more days of you trying to be able to go and pay over here and over there and over here and over there. Like I tell people all the time, man, I remember at a time we was probably paying like at least about $1,000 for systems easily. And what we're offering is less than, well, you got $200 is our lowest plan. You know, you can come in at $200 and be able to have some of the tools to be able to get started. You won't have all of the tools, but you have some of the tools to be able to get started, including like being able to have a funnel, which is a website, and being able to create AI websites, being able to create things that can actually take your business to the next level. And a tech system. Oh my God. People need a tech system so bad. And I think maybe what we'll do is to once we what we'll do is we'll go to a website, we'll go to a chatbot, we'll do a chatbot video too, where we can show you guys why it's important to have a chatbot and how having that can be able to actually show your whole team what happened without you guys having to have 20 different phone numbers. One phone number, one app, everybody will be able to see it in the back of the system and you can respond to it. Changes the game. And that's what marketing is supposed to be able to do. It's supposed to be game changing. It doesn't supposed to be stressful. And like I always say to some business owners, you know, when things get bad, the first thing a business owner does is they try to get rid of the marketing. That's the worst thing you could possibly do. The first thing you need to do is pay for the marketing. You need to get everything else out. Because if you have the marketing and you have a system, you're going to always be able to have a chance to be able to make money. So,
And with that
what's
being
your
said,
thoughts?
no, I mean, it's true. That is what we see. And this is why we do this. This is why we show, this is why we teach and show the tools because we were once everybody else. So
We were
that's why
once
we're
the
here.
tools. We were once the tools.
Yeah, until we
Had a
saw like, oh, we need that tool.
for real.
So
So
so it's just I really enjoy helping people. Like I said, even though it might seem like, oh my gosh, this particular person we already talked to and broke down their website. So we
mhm,
are helping them to build their website where it needs to be. They are already aware of what they need and they came to us about it. So it's not like we're taking stuff, tearing it down, but we are evaluating it for you for free too, because y'all ain't gonna just come to us. I don't know why. Just if y'all need help, we see it. So that's
yeah.
why we're like, well, forget it. We're gonna just show you and then y'all take it from there. So that's that. Next time I'll do one that is not already made so y'all can see how it's made. And
Yeah.
I'll also show templates. Even though that they are made, there's still a lot of work that I have to do behind the scenes. So y'all only see one part. I gotta get to work to do the rest of the part. But yeah, this was fun.
No
Like,
doubt.
share it, check out the groups, get
Yeah,
in the
for
group.
sure. Let's get inside of the group. We got the groups. Um, hey, potboilerconnect.com/free members. You could be able to get inside of there and be able to learn how to be able to do this stuff that we're teaching for absolutely free. We don't charge you to be able to be inside of the group. We do not charge you to learn. So that is an absolute key where people want to be able to come in. We also have our 4-week business launch class. So if you want to be able to get inside of our actual groups that you can come inside of there and be able to get your 4-week business class, man, we help you launch your business in less than 4 weeks. I don't know anywhere where you could be able to launch your business in less than 4 weeks. Because if you take the initiative to actually get going, you can actually be able to get done in 2 weeks or 1 week, 24 hours. It's all up to
That's what I was
you.
about to say. You can
Yeah,
literally take a day. If you do everything, only thing you would then have to wait for is the registration to be mailed to you. But you literally will be legit in a short amount of time.
no doubt about it.
How do
And
we know?
also, oh, go
Because
ahead,
we
go ahead,
did
go
it.
ahead.
I
Hey,
was about to say, how do we know? Because we did it.
for real,
I
and
it
it's all experience. It's all experience.
don't here's what I say, don't think about it. I think once you start thinking about it, oh, can I do it? Can I afford it? Oh, I'll wait this amount of we get this one all the time.
Hmm.
Well, I'll wait X, Y, or Z months and then I'll come back.
Yeah, yeah. It's going to be the same because here's the thing about it. You can sit like I know one thing about it, man. When I used to want a pair of shoes or I wanted something, I went and got it. You know what I mean? And I went and made sure that I got it. Let me tell you something. People walk away from this stuff all the time. We'll say, "Hey, this the price for this." They like, "Oh man, I don't have this a month, or I don't have this a month." Let me tell you something. If you love your business, that learning curve that you're going to have to be able to learn this stuff at is still going to be there, and you're going to just keep pushing it back and keep pushing it back, and you're still going to have to learn this stuff. So instead of being at one of those people who procrastinate and talk about I'm going to do it tomorrow, when are you going to take the initiative to breathe into it and make your today your reality? Make your today your reality and start digging and breathing into your business, because if you believe in your business, you willing to go all out for it. I don't care what anybody says. I know it because I know it because that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? I remember when pennies were scraping together and I couldn't come up with nothing. You know, one thing I made sure I paid for? I paid for my system to be able to continue to keep running my business. And before we knew it, the business then just took off and is going into another level. And we getting so many people coming in that it's getting ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And now seeing the fruits of your labor and what it is that you put into, that's when you're gonna be like, yeah, that was worth it. It was only a couple of dollars. It was a sacrifice. I don't care who you can go. You can go borrow. You can go borrow this from somebody until
It
you get
does
on
feel
your
good
feet.
not to pay out of pocket for the system. I'm not gonna even lie. I
Yeah,
remember the days.
yeah. It feels so good that now you know what I'm saying, this thing pays for itself. Not only does it pay for itself, it put money in your pocket. Now you're able to walk around, you feel good, you feel confident about it. Now I walk around with my chest out telling people about this stuff because guess what? I know it works. I know it works. Nobody can convince me it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? And the same people that I see that I was coming to and I was telling them about this stuff, they still struggling with their business. And it's because they don't believe in it. And if you don't believe in it, nobody else will. So take the initiative today to be able to get started. Like I said, man, we got the 4-week business launch class that you could be able to get into. And if also you're a business and you want to get down with us and you want to be on the podcast, we have a podcast that we will love to be able to show and bring your business
Yes,
on here. So,
yes. Where's the link? You got the
oh,
podcast
it's
link? If
right.
not,
We scrolling. We scrolling. We scrolling across the screen. We
there it is.
scrolling.
There we
Yeah.
go. There we go. Yes, please. Come on. Don't be scared. Don't be scared, y'all. Don't be scared. We're here to help. The podcast. I love podcasting. Don't even worry about that, y'all. I'm gonna drop where y'all can listen to us. I gotta make the flyer. Y'all know when it comes to podcasting, I got that covered across. So a flyer will be dropping soon. Of course, y'all already know where we're gonna be heard at on Spotify, iHeart, Castbox. Don't give me the lying. I know Amazon. I'm gonna let y'all know for sure. I'm gonna put a flyer up. Yes. So right now, y'all can follow us on Spotify for sure. Go on YouTube at Potboiler Media. We are there with our episode that we did with Mr. Robert Collins of Youth Age Culinary Specialist.
No doubt.
Get in tune. This is fun. Hey, Eric.
No doubt. This is always fun. It's always real. It's always real kicking it with you. And like I said, man, if you want to be next on this show, if you want to be next for us to be able to see what it is you're doing, come on,
If
put
you
on the
need a
link.
system,
No doubt. Let me play this music real quick. Another case has been solved, and we out of this thing. All right, Jazzy, till the next time I see you, and we'll see y'all. Peace and blessings, y'all. Y'all stay prosperous, man. Be smooth.